Hello everyone, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Today we're going to be talking about an additional migration utility available on our wiki that's going to be made available in the spring of 2020. This new utility is going to be our ITL feature mapper. In our template library, we have features that are assigned to points and also components. A lot of our clients are moving forward now to Open Roads Designer Connect Edition. In doing so, many have decided to rename some of their feature definitions. In doing so, this makes the assignments inside the template library no longer valid. We're going to be providing this utility where the user will have to provide some input. For example, you will need your old template library with your old features, and you will need to complete the two spreadsheets that are delivered with this utility. If we take a look at these spreadsheets, whether it's the point feature mapping or the component feature mapping, the same holds true for both. We have two columns, column A and column B. Column A is the before and column B is the after. So in this example, we have a point feature name assigned as approach slabs for bridge, but we want to rename that point feature definition to TG approach slabs. And so we have to complete this spreadsheet for all of our point features in our template library and also for all of our component features, and you'll see the components listed here. Again, we have a before and we have an after column. And so you will have to fill out the before and after column in these spreadsheets. But once that's done, then using the utility is very quick. There is another utility that we offer called the Template Library ITL Converter. This utility will actually export a template library to a spreadsheet where you can then easily see all of the feature definitions that are in your template library, and that will allow you to at least complete column A. And then it'll be up to you then to go back and complete column B based on your new feature definitions. With these two spreadsheets completed, then the other requirement is the need for your old template library. This old template library will have the column A features in there for your points and for your components. You may also have a situation where in your older project, before your workspace upgrade, you have dropped a template onto a corridor and manually edited that template. If that's the case, you'll need to first use the template library organizer and bring those templates out of the DGN file and into an ITL file before you make the conversions. Once the conversions are done, then you can simply synchronize your template drops in your corridor. Now that we have the spreadsheets completed and we have our template library, we can go ahead and process the executable. This executable is going to ask us for 3 prompts. Make sure you pay attention up here to what it's asking for. So the first question is open the component feature mapping file. So we'll select that one. And by the way, you cannot have these spreadsheets opened. If you have them opened, you will get an error. So make sure you close those before you try to pick them. So I'm going to pick the component feature mapping file first. Then it's prompting me for the point feature mapping file. And then the last prompt is going to be to select the template library. So I will go in and pick that. And so you'll see my template library here. And then I will select process. And it's completed. So now if we look at what it's added, the first thing it did that you'll notice is it did not edit the original file, it made a new file where the remapping took place. Secondly, it makes a log file. So if we take a look at the log file, you will see exactly what it did. it remapped 6,917 point features, 4,306 component features in my example. And the ones that were in the spreadsheet that were not in the ITL were listed here saying, hey, I couldn't remap these because they weren't in the template library. So it's just a log to let you know exactly what it did. Now, the other thing that's important to note here is in this new ITL file, there's no paths to those features anymore because we have purposely stripped those paths in case you have put those in different locations. And so we need to open first our features definitions DGN lib that contains all of our linear and our surface features. Once you have that file opened, then you want to proceed to open this remapped template library. So I'm going to select open here, and I'm going to pick the one that's remapped. And what it's going to do is it's going to then find the paths to all of the feature definitions. And so, for example, if I look at this template point now, you will see that it has found under linear and then template points, the new feature name with the TG prefix is now assigned properly. Now, if I attempt to close this template library, it's going to prompt me and say, hey, essentially I'm telling you I've added the paths to all of your features. Do you want to save those changes? And you want to make sure and select yes, so that it will put those paths back to all of those point features and all of those component features with those new assignments. And so we'll select yes, and then that completes the process. And what this does is gives you then an updated template library with your new point features and your new component features based on their new names and possibly their new paths in Explorer. Thank you for your time.